Hi, in this video I'll be showing you this. It's the Vax U85 corded bagless vacuum cleaner. What I wanted today is to show you around the vacuum, some of the features and benefits that it offers, and why if you're in the market for a vacuum that doesn't cost the earth, then this could be the one to pick. First of all, we need to get the vacuum unboxed. I think it might be easier to pop it down. Yeah, so first of all, we've got a tool, so a multi-tool. I suppose it's going to be a brush and the little cheeky crevice tool. We'll have a look at those. A bit more detail in a moment. So we've got a book of instructions. There's not too much here, so won't need too much reading. So this is the main body of the vacuum. We've got the hose as well, and then finally in the box we've got the handle. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put the package into one side, then we can start to put the vacuum together. If you follow me on YouTube for a while, you know that when I unpack something like this, then I do talk about the packaging, and I'm pleased to say that Vax on the whole have provided a lot of recyclable packaging. A lot of it's like this, the brown cardboard. There is the odd plastic bag, but I think I can forgive them for that. But it's something I try and point out because some manufacturers are still using non-recyclable items, put my teeth back in, when they're providing packaging for the vacuum cleaners. And really nowadays there's no excuse for that. Now what we need to do is put the vacuum together. So I'll just turn it around. First thing is to get the handle. We're just going to pop it in the top there. There we are. Couldn't be easier. And if you need to remove the handle, then it's nice and easy. You just press the button at the back, then the handle comes out like that, and then just pops in. Simple and very effective. The only thing to do is to pop the hose in, and that can just slot in the side there like that. And then the tool I mentioned earlier, that can just slot on the back there. There we go. So I do like it when you've got all the tools and accessories actually on the vacuum. Now it is up to you whether you put those bits on. I suppose it can make it a little bit heavier, but nevertheless it's nice to have everything on board. So if you go out and start vacuuming, you don't have to go to your storage cupboard or wherever you got it stored and go and get the accessories. With this model, it's 4.9 kilograms in weight, so it's not the lightest on the market, but I suppose because of the concept of it, it's not like any other cordless vacuum where you might be using it as a handheld. Because this is mainly a floor cleaner, then hopefully the weight shouldn't really be an issue. One thing I do like about corded bagless vacuums like this is the bin capacity. On this model, it has a capacity of up to 1.5 litres. Now, if you're comparing that to other models, or especially if you're comparing it to cordless vacuums, a lot of them have really tiny bins. Some of them are down to 0.2 or 0.3 litres, whereas at 1.5 litres, you're not going to be emptying this very often. But when you do need to empty it, it's nice and easy. All you need to do is just press the button on the top, then you can take the bin off. As far as emptying it, all you need to do is press the button there, and then hold it over a bin, and then all the dirt will come out. When it comes to cleaning and maintaining it, again, really easy. You've got a couple of filters on the top, so you've got one filter on there, that just pulls out, and then just give it a quick rinse, and then let it dry. Put that back on like that. It does say on the back here to clean every 3 months. I suppose it really depends how much vacuuming you're doing, how dirty the floor is, so you need to judge that, because often with filters you'll find that you start to lose suction, then that's a good time where you need to clean or even replace the filters. With the post motor filter, all you need to do is undo the cage on top, put that to one side and take the filter out. Now really there's no maintenance on this. Vax say to not wash it, so although some manufacturers have all of their filters that are washable, not the case on this one. All you'll find is just keep an eye on it, because if you do wash it then you could damage the filter and it loses the effectiveness of the filtering that it's doing. So just keep an eye on it. There is a chance that after a while of using the vacuum you might need to replace that, but nevertheless keep an eye on it. So once that's back on, then just pop the cage back on, then you're ready to crack on. Now something I always say, and I say it in a lot of my videos when I'm talking about corded or cordless vacuum cleaners, is when it comes to buying a vacuum, if you've got washable filters, then buy a spare set of filters. Especially on this kind of model, because the filters are quite thick, when you wash them, it's going to take some time to dry. So I'd recommend buying a spare set of filters, because what you can do, when you wash these, then you can have them drying naturally. Don't put them on a radiator or try and dry them with a hairdryer, which some people have done to speed up the process. But ideally what you want to do is when you've washed it, then you can put the other filters in the vacuum straight away, so you're not losing any time when you vacuum in. Now, a problem with a lot of corded vacuum cleaners over the years has been the reach that you can get. So a lot of vacuum cleaners used to come with very short mains leads, and also the hoses were very short. Not the case with this one. So Vax already thought about this. Now what Vax claim is that you can get 17 metre reach on this model. Now personally I've not tried it. I haven't actually tried extending the mains lead as well as the extendable hose, but 17 metres is very, very impressive. Now on this, with the extendable hose and also the main hose, it is a transparent or translucent design, so if there is a blockage somewhere in there, then you can see where it is, which is always really helpful. As far as putting this on, all you need to do is just unclip that, and then that will attach onto there like that, so it just clips on, and then it just means you've got the extendable hose, which is always really, really helpful. When it comes to the accessory, this is actually a 3-in-1 design. Now I think this is really good. I don't think I've seen a manufacturer that's done this, where you actually get 3 tools almost within one. If you've seen one on the market before, let me know who it is and which model. But first of all, you've got the cheeky little crevice tool, and that's ideal for getting down things like your car seat or down the side of a sofa if you're limited for space. Next one is this, where you've got the stiff bristle brush. So if you've got something that's a little bit more stubborn that you need, say if you've got a dried footprint, say a dried muddy footprint from the kids or an animal, then that's a really good one to use. What you can do is if you press the button, then turn it round, and then you've got another tool. So you've got an upholstery tool as well. So that's ideal for doing things like your sofas. And when you want to use it, all you need to do is just pop it on there, and then away you go. Now you've got a little slider on the front here, and what it's saying is that if you've got a low pile carpet or hard floor, then what you can do is you can actually increase the suction by moving that as a vent. So all this is doing is this is just venting some of the air out. And if you've got a deep piled carpet, then all you need to do is just move it across. And I suppose what you could do is you could just have it halfway if you wanted, depending on the suction that's required, just move the slider across. Now you could find at some point in using the vacuum that you get hairs wrapped around the roller at the bottom, especially if you've got animals or if you've got family members that are a little bit hairy, and if they're molt, then you could find that you get excess hair wrapped around the roller. And if you can't take it off initially, then it's nice and easy to just undo the screws on the side here, take the plate off, and then take the roller out. Get the hairs off, then just pop the plate back on. Now this model sits within a family of Vax air stretch models. So this one is the U85 air stretch, and there are various models in the range, and the main difference is the tools and accessories that comes with it, also the colour of the vacuum itself, and clearly the pricing. So what I've done is I've posted a link below for this model. Hope you enjoyed this quick video on the Vax U85 corded bagless vacuum cleaner. I would appreciate it if you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just give us a quick thumbs up, click subscribe, leave any comments below. I always ask for comments, whether it's good or bad about the video. I know I've not given you a demonstration of it. On some of the vacuums I've done some demos with things like cereal or porridge oats, but not the case on this one. I just wanted to give you a quick overview of some of the features and benefits that it offers. But as I say, if you've got any questions on it, then I've got this on display at the moment, then I should hopefully answer them for you. Also, if you have got one of these, if you have got a Vax air stretch vacuum cleaner, let me know what you think about it, because I'd always appreciate the feedback. Thanks for watching.